Take the exit. Turn right into the drive-thru.
Nope, I'm making dinner tonight.
You don't have time. Josh has practice.
Oh, that's right. I'll just get a salad.
And fries?
No, just the salad.
But salad cancels fries.
Salad only.
Fries.
Salad.
Fries.
Food noise isn't fair, but Mochi Health is. The affordable GLP-1 source that puts you on the road to successful weight loss.
Hey, can I get the...
Fries.
Salad. Sorry.
Learn more at joinmochi.com. Mochi members have access to licensed physicians and nutritionists. Results may vary.
Every team, every topic, everywhere. This is Believe.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another Short Shifts episode on this beautiful Wednesday. In case you didn't know, our Short Shift Wednesday episodes are sponsored by Skate Tech. Skate Tech skate sharpening and equipment repair brings you NHL quality service at an affordable retail price. With over 23 years of sharpening and equipment customizing experience, Skate Tech serves as your personal equipment manager, providing the highest quality skate sharpening, blade profiling, team uniforms, and equipment alterations available on the market today. Let Skate Tech help you take your on-ice performance to the next level with the edge the pros trust. Check them out at skatetechsharpening.com.
What's up, everybody? Happy Wednesday. Short Shifts here today on this beautiful 400th episode week of the Hockey Think Tank podcast. Hopefully you guys have listened to our podcast with Mikey Brown, one of my favorites and one of our favorites that we've ever done. Just an amazing dude. What a podcast. And today I got something that I think the coaches out there are going to really like. And that is, I want to talk about angling drills. And Jeffrey, you were a great angler back in the day based on the role that you played on many of the teams as you got into pro hockey and in college hockey. So I want to know from you, like, what are your favorite angling drills that helps develop that stuff? Let's go. What do you got?
I mean, I think that it's like something simple that you can build into a bunch of drills, though, too. Because you got to know, like, what is it, the geometry? You got to know where you are in space and time on the ice. When you know, like, where you're at, where's the net, where's the near post, where's the far post from where you are right now. Like, you don't, if you're on a back check or something, you don't chase a guy like following his skating line. You want to beat him to the near post, and you can do that by taking a smarter route, which helps you, like, get the inside shoulder to his outside shoulder to his inside shoulder. So you got to do angling drills from, like, all over the ice. A lot of times I see coaches like do them from the same place, but when you're forechecking, when you're back checking, when you're, going into a battle down low, angling will allow you to try to put the player where you want to meet them when you come into that physical contact. Like, you're always thinking, like, before a hit, like, I want to line this guy up in the right position to hit him in the right spot where he can't make a pass. And a big part of that is, like, what line are you taking when you're hitting them? And also, like, you can influence where they're going, like, so that you're meeting them in a spot where you want to be physical, not like where they can shake you or something like that. I just reached out to Nate Gerby on a post that he made about, like, his young players, like, dancing around in this sick little cutback drill. And I was like, dude, I remember in the American League, I was coming straight at you. I had a great angle, and you did this exact thing to me, and you shook me out of my skates. And I came back to the bench, and coach was like, why did you hit him? And I was like, you try and hit that guy. I thought I had a good angle. I didn't have a good angle, and I wasn't thinking about who am I going after to make this, forecheck, this hit right here. And it's a guy who had that ability. So, like, you got to do angling drills. Long story short, short story long. You've got to be able to do these drills all over the ice. So I think that, like, simple ones where, it's a shot drill where you're taking 3 strides to the net from different positions on the ice, and the second player is trying to angle him with stick pressure to not allow him to get that shot. Sometimes you give the player shooting the advantage. Sometimes you give the player angling advantage, and that kind of decides how that drill goes and how you're going to take that angle. But I also like just simple ones. You put it off the boards and you have 2 guys standing in different spots. All right, you're trying to go to this net over here. How are you going to angle them? Take whatever angle you think is best, and then you add constraints where they can't cut back by a certain point, just so it doesn't ruin the drill until guys get better at angling, and then you open it up where you can cut back, and then it makes it more game-like.
Yeah, I like that. I think, I like angling drills where there's multiple whistles and you have to like re-gap, re-angle.
Ooh, yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, you got two players going. Let's say you're at the red line going towards the net, and maybe the defender has a step ahead, to try, and then the other guy's got to try to beat him. And then so you do that, and then you blow a whistle, and then they got to go back the other way, like diagonally across the ice, and then that defender now has to get up and then blow another whistle, and then they can go back to the offensive side. So I like that just because it works on mobility, and it works. It's you got to think. You
got to think. That's the thing. You got to think, because you're angling all over the ice the whole game. Like if you take better angles, you're going to create better outcomes for yourself, whether you're forechecking, back checking, offensive, defensive. So like what you just said right there is so awesome, because it's all about reps. It's getting reps and feeling and stuff like that.
Yeah, for sure. Another one, this one's kind of mainstream, but it's a fun one that you can do if you have a cross ice practice. Is just a half ice practice. It's a cross ice, small area game. The drill starts with the coach giving one team a puck, and they have to skate. Both teams are at the blue lines on the corner of the blue line. One team has the puck. They got to skate it around the net. The other team has to come, and they just got to angle them around the net as they go through, right? Like that's a simple one, but you can use it, and then you play 2-on-2 or 3-on-3, just a small area game. Another one that I really like is we did this one at Michigan quite a bit. You basically, you really need a whiteboard for this, but I'm going to try my best. So basically you have a net on the blue line, like on one side, and then you have a net on the blue line on the other side, but they're diagonal from each other. Does that make sense?
Yep.
So everybody that isn't going is in the middle of the ice, and the coaches, they have pucks at like the hash mark along the wall. And so they put a puck out, and a player from the line will go, and they'll pick up the puck from the coach, and then they go down one-on-one on a defender. Well, as soon as they shoot the puck, that rep is over. A coach will put another puck out, and the player who just was on offense, now they have to get up and they have to angle the next player that's going to get the next puck. So it's basically offense, defense, and then done back into line. Gotcha. And so basically what ends up happening is the player who's going to get the puck will kind of curl towards the wall. The player who just shot the puck, they got to come and get into the middle and then angle that player kind of up the wall that way. And they're trying to score. And again, the net is at the blue line, so you're not going like all the way down the ice. It's a little bit truncated. That was the one that I really liked as well. I'll have to draw that one up.
Yeah, I was trying to follow that
note.
I like them, like even simple ones, like you got two D-men in the neutral zone, as if like the puck got popped out of the offensive zone. They're going back to collect it and turn up ice. Just giving it to them and being like, you send one forward who's with them. So it's a 2D and then one forward regrouping. And then you've got one forward on the other team who's just trying to angle them. And the coach can tell them, the defensive team, okay, we want you to hit that forward who's with you in the middle of the ice. We want you to hit him on the wall. And it's up to the angler to like decide how he's going to take the angle to not allow that pass. And it's just, you're angling all over the ice. You're all over the ice. You're angling. So like, don't just do them in one zone. Don't just do them on the forecheck. Don't just do them in the neutral zone. Like do angle even. And this was something that hurt me in my career. And I talked about this recently on the podcast, is like, I was a really good F1 because I was fast and I wasn't afraid to be physical and I had a good stick. But on the penalty kill, if I was F2 and I was like out there, like you're in a 1-3 and you're coming up, you're buying ice and then you're backpedaling. When guys were coming at me and I'm skating backwards, I was really bad at angling, timing a hit or a poke check. I was really bad at it, which is one of the reasons that I just always went F1, because I knew what I was good at and what I wasn't good at. And for whatever reason, when I had to angle in that moving backwards type of thing, buying ice, I just was not good at it, but it wasn't something that like I was able to work on individually. I should have, I didn't. So just want you guys to learn from my mistake and like work on your angles, forwards, backwards, forechecking, back checking, offensively, like turnover behind the goal line. And you've got to angle them. So like you're trying to not let them pass to an out. And where is your stick at? Or, where's your body? Where's your stick? What are you trying to make them do? And just work on them all over the ice, because it's going to allow you to get pucks back sooner, which means you get to go do the fun part, play offense more.
Yeah, and ultimately, what is angling? Angling is getting the other player to go where you want them to go.
Chess, not checkers, yes.
And you use that with your stick, you use that with your feet, you use that with your entire body, but it starts with your stick and it starts with your feet. So
yeah.
And then the other thing, which we haven't talked about, and there's only 30 seconds left, is just offensive angling too. So we always talk about defensive angling, but how can you negate the angle as the offensive player? Well, a lot of time it's getting the puck to the middle of the ice, because where is that angler trying to angle you to? The outside. So as a forward, and that's where like you can get progressions into drills where maybe to start you have the player with the puck's got to skate in a straight line. Just as an easy, we're going to get some reps and we're going to get some success from an angling standpoint. But then it's like, okay, no, actually, after we get to this spot, now we can cut to the middle. So now it's a little bit more of a game of chess, where now the offensive player is dictating a little bit more instead of the defensive player dictating. And then you can have some fun in practice with that between the offensive players and the defensive players. So angling drills, guys, hopefully you got some stuff out of this. And time is up. Happy Wednesday. Share the show. Woo.
If you like the show, please take a moment to rate, review, and subscribe. It really does help the show to grow. Thank you for listening.